Welcome, boys and girls, to day 4 of coding. So there are two different places that we're going to go today, or you can choose from, and I'm going to show you. One is to animate your name, and one is to make the solar system. So if I go to Code Academy, on here there's a series of steps you need to follow to sign in. But once we go to Code Academy, let's first look at animate your name. So I'm going to press continue or start. And I'm going to follow all of the steps. So on this side we have what's like the directions, and on this side we have the actual code. So here we have the instructions for what we're going to do. You can read the preview. It talks about what we're going to do, and then we have the instructions. The first thing we want to do is move your mouse over Code Academy in the preview window. Pretty cool. So if I move my mouse over, I'm going to see more or less what we're going to be doing. Then I need to go to the bottom, press save and submit code to get started. So now I've saved it, and now we can go on to the next part of the lesson. So write your name within the quotes like this. Ryan, then save and submit code. So what I'm going to do is we're going to replace in line 1, it tells us before we get started, we're going to see what the animation looks like with your name. So in line 1, here's line 1. Instead of Code Academy, we're going to write our name. So I'm going to write Miss Rachel. And now I've created my name. Woo! So I'm going to say, so then it says click save and submit. Save and submit. Great, we've earned a badge. We're going on to the next one. So now, in order to write the program, we need to start from the beginning, okay? And the language is called JavaScript. So we have to first start with our name. In line 1, replace your name with your name. Write your name in quotes like this. So we want to keep the quotation marks. Don't erase them, and put your name. So in the last one, we saw what it's going to look like in the end. Now we're actually going to start to write it. So I need to click save and submit. And I'm going to go to the next lesson. Now, you just wrote a string. A string can contain letters, numbers, spaces, and symbols. Okay, these are all strings. Ryan, for, what's your name, all of those. Okay, so to discover the length of the string, we have to write the string within the quotes. Then write a period, full stop, and the word length like this. So after our name, we need to write this. So right here, I'm going to, after the quotes, write the word length. Okay, so then I say save and submit. Now notice I forgot to put a period. So I need to put my period there, and then I'm going to try to save it again. So now it tells me I've done it correct, and then I can go on to the next lesson. Okay, so now we need to do some math. You can add, subtract, multiply numbers. So we need to multiply two really big numbers. Write your expression in parentheses like this. So I need to say, so I put in 2 times 2. I got this symbol from holding down the shift key and pressing the 8. So I say save and submit code. So I've created a multiplication problem, and I'm going to go to the next lesson. So boys and girls, I'm going to be going through all of these steps. There are 15 of them. This tells me what I'm doing. So now I'm on 6th step. If we read it and it's a little bit confusing, I can click get a hint, and it shows us exactly what we want to see. For example, so it's asked us to do this right next to the right. So I need to add this in right after. It gives me exactly the example. I say save and submit. So I had too many spaces, so let me try it again. So what I did is I had to follow all the steps. First I had to write I'm coding like a champ. I had to add in dot length just like we did in the last one. And then I had to compare it. So I said, is the length of this greater than 10? Okay, then I say submit, and now we can go to the next one. So now we're ready to go to the next part. So here we need to continue. So boys and girls, you're going to go ahead and continue reading this, doing what it says, and then save and submit as you go.